I changed my Siri to an Irish woman accent. I just thought it sounded good.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, "Ooh, your Siri is different." I was like, "I know," but she reads it to me, and I'll rewind it so I can get the names down properly. Because if not, I'm making it up.
Yeah.
I'll say it with
We're
authority.
just winging it.
I will say it with authority, and I've had preachers in the back go, "Oh man, no, come on, Scott." But yeah, it's really helped. It's helped me a lot with pronunciating these names properly as far as we know. And
I do the same thing.
It helps.
I never realized like how helpful that can be, but I like listening to the dramatized version. If you on the Bible app, you can pull it up and you can hit you can listen to it and you can listen to different dramatized version, which is just they put music to the background.
Really?
But, yeah, it's
Which Bible app is that?
just like the regular one.
The U version?
The U version, the Bible app.
I didn't know it'd do that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I gotta get that. I got the Life Bible.
I think I left my phone at home, but which means I left my Bible.
Most certainly.
I got one right here. It's the good water.
Everybody's got their Bible
So
out.
if you-
Get your Bible out.
If you go to the listen thing, and it just depends on translation too. But if you go to listen, then you can hit play, and then you can pick different.
Pray also for me,
Well, is that your normal person?
words may be given me so that I will fearlessly make known the mystery of the gospel.
Brad put
I
me
love
to
the
sleep.
accent, bro. I love it.
Pretty tight.
So let me show you mine. So I use the New American Standard, and I like this guy's voice right here. I think it might play through here. Hang on. Let's see how it does.
Chapter 31. The words of King Lemuel, the
Lemuel.
oracle which his mother taught him.
That's the voice I like.
That's so funny that the verse you pop up had a hard name.
King Lemuel. I'd call him Lamer. King Lamer. Leap through.
Yeah, when I get really, really nervous, I'll just be like, we're going to call this person A.
King Kardashian.
King Kardashian. It ain't, did you read your Bible today? It's, did you charge your Bible?
Charge your Bible.
Did you charge your Bible today?
Let us pray.
Yeah, we should have started with that.
Let us pray, tomatoes.
Gosh.
All right. Well, you want to go? Let me find our intro sound. Let's get started. We're gonna run on.
All right.
Welcome back to the Bearded Brothers podcast, where the beards are real and the conversations are even realer. We have a returning guest. If you haven't met this man, that means you don't actually watch our episodes, okay? We have Scott Fisher here. If you didn't know, he is a pastor and the father of Matt Fisher. Matt,
Guilty.
he is your father.
Deny that one in court.
Judge take two look and say, that's the verdict. The verdict is what's the word I'm looking for?
are the father.
Amari. You are the father.
It's funny. He came out looking like E.T., grew up to look like me.
Well, dang, man. Say I look like E.T.
E.T. phone home.
You put your finger out like this.
I guess so. I think it's because I had a big head and big ears.
Man, that was your mom, by the way, that said you look like
that's
E.T. I thought you were precious from the minute you were born.
Oh, man.
I was
Way to
so
cover it
proud. I was so proud because, see, Matt was born before they were doing sonograms to tell us what's what.
Oh,
you know?
okay.
And it was just the most amazing feeling because I was like, God, if it's a girl, I'll figure it out. But, I really I need a playmate, and it was just the greatest feeling in the world when you were born.
That's cool, man.
Terrifying.
You're sitting there, you don't know what to expect.
No.
It's like
cool
a
if
lottery game.
If that was a thing again, like if we just go backwards in time and say like we're not going to do these. I mean, now they're even 4-dimensional. I mean, you can see what kind of in-depth facial features that your baby's going to have now with 4-dimensional.
There's no
ultrasounds.
surprise.
Yeah,
Right.
none.
Well, I mean, there's a surprise when you go to
Yeah.
the doctor or whatever, but
Yeah.
and I say this, I have no kids, so
Well, I will say
there's
that-
no surprise anymore.
well, you're not wrong. The specialness is still going to be special no matter what. It's just like I said. I think it was Georgia was the last one that we had the last ultrasound, of course, that we would have had, but the only one of our three that we did the 4D with. and we got a promotion on it, so we went ahead and did it. It was basically the same price as the 3-dimensional one, like the regular 3D. So they, well, I'll tell you what, it was because they actually needed better imaging because of Heidi having the pulmonary embolism. So I think we basically got like a 4D for a discounted price, which was pretty cool. But it'd be neat if people like waited the whole term.
That's the new thing now.
Yeah.
You know, they took the gender reveals to such a far side where they're having, you know, parachuters jump out with pink strings behind them.
Like
Now
SpongeBob.
people are just like, you know,
That's so
can
funny.
we wait and find out? Yeah, you can do that.
You can hold
Did
it.
you guys
yeah.
ever watch the SpongeBob movie?
I'm sure. Which one are you talking about?
The first one, like
Oh,
when
yeah.
he jumps out for the Krabby Patty, had the opening day of the second Krabby Patty.
Yeah.
You know, the Patrick has got the flag flying.
Yeah, I remember that movie.
Oh yeah, I went in theaters and seen it.
I haven't seen it. You
That's
had
awesome.
the game, didn't you?
Yeah, I probably did.
I can't remember. The Pretty
PlayStation
Patties.
2?
Remember Pretty Patties?
That's an
Yeah,
episode.
yeah.
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 Pretty patties. Oh gosh. You can definitely tell this is a podcast. Of
Yeah, yeah.
Millennial Gen Zers.
And the parents who raised them.
Yeah.
Myra's asked me all the time, do you remember this guy from this show? I was like, no, that was your show.
I didn't like it.
I didn't watch it. I tolerated it.
Myra grew up in the Hannah Montana era, and now did you see that? Like, I don't know if you guys saw. You probably don't keep up with it, but she did this Hannah Montana reunion, 20-year reunion.
Yeah, I saw
Last
something.
week,
I
Myra
didn't
was-
watch it. I
she
think
was-
I saw Myra posting about it.
She was flipping out.
Yeah,
about
she
it.
she posted something about the new Malcolm in the Middle, and I hadn't.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to watch it now because of her review. I'm like, I was like, yeah, I'm going to totally going to check this out, and then I see her review, and I'm like, well, I don't know if my time is limited. It is
Yeah.
valuable. I don't think I want to waste it.
He's a NASCAR driver now.
What's his name? Frankie.
Frankie Muniz. He runs the truck series.
Really?
Yeah, and what's really
That's cool, man.
What's really cool is his sponsorship was Malcolm in the Middle for the day it was released.
Really?
He ran a Malcolm in the Middle anniversary car. It was truck rather. It
But
was
you know
cool.
what? Being a race car driver is way cooler than being an actor.
Well, specifically a childhood actor.
Yeah, especially a childhood actor.
Childhood acting, man. Like it's like some of the greatest talent got ruined because they got started too early.
Nickelodeon just destroyed
Oh,
people.
man.
Oh.
Did you watch Amanda Show?
Yeah.
Man, I
Yeah.
loved the Amanda Show.
It was awesome.
when I grew up.
Well,
loved
I started right in that same era, right before, like when I was young, Keenan and Kel, it was basically Dan Snyder's first, well, all that was his first big work, but then Keenan and Kel and
I remember Keenan.
then the Amanda Show, and
Mm-hmm.
then his stuff started getting a little weird with the feet and the feet
Lots of
fetish
feet.
with the young girls and young boys was a little weird.
lots of
Yeah.
feet. It was
But-
weird. iCarly.
yeah.
I think you think iCarly was the worst one for that.
Well, it was
See,
one
Myra
of them.
loved
yeah.
iCarly.
Yeah.
Myra was all about iCarly.
Well, that's when it really started getting worse and worse and worse.
It was okay. I mean, that show was okay. I mean, I
Yeah.
like Drake and Josh.
That
I
was-
loved Drake
that was
and
his
Josh.
best work. That was
Yeah.
Nickelodeon's best work. I'll say.
Yeah.
I think Drake and Josh was probably one of
I
Nickelodeon's
still
best
watch
work.
Drake and
Yeah, it
Josh.
was good.
If I see it pop up, I'm like, oh yeah.
But it is, it's sad, man. Like I watch a lot of his podcasts now. Josh Peck has.
Oh, he has a podcast?
Oh, it's so good.
Josh
didn't know
Peck
that.
made the show.
Yeah.
There's no questions asked.
Yeah.
There's no show without.
They
Josh
could have done
Peck.
it without Drake Bell.
100%.
Drake-
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what's sad is Drake.
I'm sorry, Drake.
Drake had all the abuse
Yeah.
that was like hidden, and now like they unpack it. Like Josh is talking about it. They talk about it all the time. Like, and it's just wild that he was there in that season of his life, and they'll admit that they weren't the closest that they show on the TV.
Yeah.
Like they were like thick as thieves on. That was an act.
Yeah.
They were okay. They were tight, but they weren't like best friends. And so Drake, his side of the story is that he carried a lot of that sexual abuse.
What was your show, Ian?
Uh,
It can't be SpongeBob.
no. I'm trying to think.
The Andy Griffith Show.
Yeah, I like the Andy Griffith show.
I like that. I like that show.
I could see
He was old when he was young.
Yeah, I was-
Yeah.
I watched a lot of Nick at Night, man. I watched a lot of George Lopez,
Yeah.
Family Matters,
Oh, yeah.
Good
Yeah, I
stuff.
like
Home
that.
Improvement.
Yeah. Those are good.
They need to bring Home Improvement back.
The Nanny.
The Nanny.
Fran Fine.
We've been watching
Yeah.
The Nanny every night. That's what we put on the TV when we go to bed.
It's
The
a cool
Nanny.
show.
Yeah. It's,
Uh,
which I don't watch really. When I go to bed, it's just background noise. But yeah, I like The Nanny.
Yeah. Well, Dad, Preacher Scott. most high honorable righteous right reverend.
Reverend Scott.
Oh gosh. Well, you're born in the 70s, kind of raised in the 80s a little bit, 80s and 90s. So you've always been a hair metal guy.
Yes.
All right. So we got a little game, a little activity.
Oh no.
So we got 5 old classic 80s hair metal songs. So each of these is going to be worth, you ready for this? It's all going to be worth 10 points. If you get listen, each one, if you get the artist, you get 10 points. If you get the song, you get another 10 points. 100 total. Don't let me down.
Oh, I'm gonna.
What's
let
he
you
get if
down
he
horrible.
wins?
What?
I mean, what's the reward?
what
I
happened?
mean,
Here's the thing.
I already gave him some pizza.
Here's the thing.
He's already been rewarded.
We were just talking about this on the way here. I was a person who had very limited, and I saw a lot of bands, but didn't mean I liked them. I was a Guns N' Roses, Metallica. That was my. Then it got to Nirvana, Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, those guys. So to say I'll remember what Slaughter song it is, probably not.
I don't know. I didn't make him too hard. I think you'll do all right.
We'll see.
I didn't make him too
Don't
hard.
embarrass me.
I think I
haven't-
like 2 songs by Alice in Chains. It's
Yeah.
so stereotypical.
Yeah, me too.
Check my brain, and then maybe
the
something
Rooster.
else. Yeah, the Rooster. There it is. There's 2 songs I know by them.
That's like everybody.
Yeah,
That's like
did
their
you-
2 hit
wait a minute.
wonders.
Did you ever see that Family Guy where they were talking about was it Barry Manilow was coming or something?
I don't know.
And they were like, "Yeah, I hate that dude." He had like one good song, Mandy or whatever, and you're like, "Yeah, it was okay." And then there was this one. Then there was this one. I love Barry Manilow. You know, they all go to whoever it was they went to go see, but.
It's kind of like Nickelback, you know. Everybody's surface level. Everybody says they hate Nickelback, and then I'm like,
No,
yeah,
everybody loves
You're
Nickelback.
listening to divorced dad music. Don't lie. You like that divorced dad
That's
music.
it. That's it.
All right, let's see.
All
how
right,
you
let's
do.
try it.
All right, let's try the first one. I don't know how loud this is going to be. Let me just kind of work this
Oh
in.
boy. I won't forget you.
Okay.
Poison.
Oh, that was so fast.
He
Just
got
the
it.
guitar lick. All right, I'll
That's
give you a
CeCe
bonus.
DeVille. You can't.
Hey.
You can't mistake
You got
CeCe.
it. Yeah,
All right, let's
that's
go to
it.
the next one.
Yep. These get harder, I feel like.
Nah,
Just listen for a second.
this sounds
haven't.
country.
I have no
it's
idea.
not. It's not, but it's close. It's rock. It's one of your favorite bands.
It's not one of my favorites. There's no way.
I promise it is. You'll know when the vocal kicks in if we make it that far. I don't know how far he's able to go with.
Oh, this is Floyd.
All right, so you got 10.
But hold on. What's that song? I'll never come up with the name.
It's all right.
All right, hold on. Let's see if I can get to where it'll say it. No,
I like Pink Floyd.
It literally never says the
That's
name of the song.
that's the weird things about the songs when they're named.
Like, I didn't even. All right, we ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything.
There you go.
All right, here we go.
You just picked some obscure stuff, didn't you? Dun, dun.
I don't even remember which one.
This
one
isn't
is.
hair metal. Yeah.
No, it's a Van Halen song.
Is it
all right.
Van Halen or Van
Yeah.
Hagar?
Van
Yeah,
Halen.
it's Van Halen. All right. Well, I know you'll get the last one, so you're gonna go. You got the last one easily. There you go.
Oh, come on, man. Come on. That's Guns N' Roses, baby.
What song? You
Strange.
got it.
He got it.
All right. You did pretty good.
Yeah.
You did all right. Some of those were really hard. I wanted them to be hard. I did like 50-50.
I tell you
knew-
what, I wouldn't have known any of them. So
Yeah.
You know, fairness to White Snake. I don't like you. I'm sorry. I'm embarrassed about the Pink Floyd because I'll never even come up with the name of that song. But
what was it again? Fearless.
Fearless, yeah.
Fearless.
And I didn't know it. I just picked random. Like I didn't want to do. I could have made it easy, and I could have done another brick in the wall or something like that. But I knew you'd get it right off the bat. But I wanted to trip you up a little bit. But you did really good.
you know when
That was-
Artemis went behind the moon? It was behind the moon the exact amount of time as Dark Side of the Moon, the entire album.
Really?
Yes.
How long is that album?
40 something. I don't know.
You think
42
NASA did
minutes.
that intentionally?
I think it was just a divine coincidence. Coincidence.
Interesting.
So you're saying that the album's divine?
Well, coincidence.
Coincidence.
We'll edit out the word divine. It is one of my favorite albums, though.
Yeah.
In fairness,
So how many times did you see Guns N' Roses?
8 times.
That's pretty cool. I think that, like, you know, I think of some of my best memories was going seeing Toby Keith.
Yeah, that
With
was
you.
great.
Oh man, I'm jealous.
Well, now
That was a cool show.
See, oh man, we're gonna get in so much trouble with this podcast. So I'm preaching.
Welcome back to the Bearded Brothers.
The pastor, formerly from Borderview Christian Church. So, Matt, what you were like 10?
Yeah.
We went and saw.
Birthday? Oh, wait, you're talking about
birthday.
Oh, I thought that was the direction you were going.
No,
why are you going to get fired for the Toby show?
Well, I mean, just the song. I didn't realize some of the songs that Toby sang.
That's true. That's true.
You know, I mean, I knew Angry American and stuff, but I was kind of out of the country phase and only really listening to the stuff that was on the radio. And I never knew like his Willie Nelson song and all this other stuff.
I don't think I know that.
And
oh gosh, never
look
smoke weed
it
with
up.
Willie again.
Oh, I've heard that.
Yeah, and then
and-
the Taliban
Oh,
song.
I've
the
heard that one.
Taliban song. I mean, it was just.
I've heard that.
It was probably a little too much for a 9 or 10-year-old that
Yeah.
I had at that concert. But then to make matters worse, since you brought it up, I'm a big Guns N' Roses fan.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Axel, I'm sorry your voice doesn't work anymore, but big Guns N' Roses fan. And when they broke up, I hated it because, you know, Matt and the kids, they like Guns N' Roses too. And we wanted to, we just couldn't see them. They just weren't doing it. And I didn't call the band that they were calling Guns N' Roses Guns N' Roses. A guy with a KFC bucket on his head, no. But Velvet Revolver came out, and that was Slash, Duff, and Matt Sorum.
Which was like 90% of Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, and
Without Axl Rose.
and then Scott Weiland from Stone Temple Pilots and
Yeah.
Dave, whatever his name was.
Stone Temple
But-
Pilots.
But anyway, they had Velvet Revolver, and one of the deacons from the Lake Butler Church of Christ, where I was preaching, got tickets to Earth Day Birthday in Orlando, and he got me and Matt tickets. So how old were you, like 12?
Yeah, something like that.
12.
12, yeah.
There were bands like Breaking Benjamin,
Oh, yeah.
Three
Breaking Ben-
Doors Down.
And
And-
who did you say earlier?
Alice in Chains?
No. Alter
The
Bridge.
2000, early 2000s.
Nickelback.
Nickelback.
Nickelback,
Was
yeah.
Nickelback there?
Was Nickelback there?
I don't remember, but a bunch of bands that we all knew.
Divorced
It's a-
dad music.
Yeah.
Divorced dad music.
Exactly.
Anyway, to make a short story longer, we go down to this, and this was not for kids
Yeah.
at all. I mean, there were naked people walking around with
Yeah.
paint all over their bodies, and it was like, Matt, look over here, you know. And then it was just, but we got to the very front row for Velvet Revolver, and it was amazing because Scott Weiland sees Matt on the front row, this little kid in the front row, and he sees his dad just barricading him so that people don't crush him up against the barriers, you
Like
know,
the pit behind us.
and there's a pit going on behind us. And he gets down. I got pictures of it. I'll bring it one day to show you. And he's just singing right to Matt, right?
That's cool.
And then he goes over and he hits Slash on the arm and he points to Matt. And then Slash jumps down on this on this big speaker and just starts playing right in front of Matt. You know, and Matt's like, yeah. It was so awesome.
Man.
That's
nice.
cool,
So
man.
awesome.
Some of my best memories, man.
Yeah.
But to backtrack back to Toby Keith for a second, dude, it was one of the coolest things about that show was like, I guess he was, you know, he was a big Ford advocate or whatever. So that year, like on the Ford commercials or whatnot, but for whatever reason, he brought a brand new F-150. Remember the round body F-150s? Well, they had switched just to like the 05, 06 models that had like the window that kind of curves down like they do now.
Yeah.
It was like the first year of that model. So he brings this jacked up 4x4 four-door F-150. He busts through this like looks like a wall of cardboard, but it's supposed to look like he's busting through brick.
Yeah.
And he busts through the wall, then he turns it around, he backs the truck up, and he gets in the bed and he sings probably an Angry American or something big from that album. And that's how he kind of started the show, was in the back of that truck.
That was
But
pretty
Toby
wild.
Toby Keith put on a cool show.
Rest in peace.
That's cool,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, he was
Toby
a cool dude.
Keith.
I think I was like 7 years old, went to a Kid Rock concert and was
Wow.
singing about every song up there, man.
Yeah.
I was wild growing up. I knew a lot of those. I listened to a lot of that music, though. I liked Chevelle. I liked Chevelle.
Yeah.
The White Stripes. A
Mm,
lot of those.
Yeah.
A lot of those bands like that I liked. And I'm thinking of another
Was the
one.
White Stripes a Christian band?
No.
No.
No,
No.
okay.
No.
I mean, they didn't
Who's the
sing
who's the
anything that
Christian
was...
metal band?
Striper.
Creed.
Striper.
That
Yeah,
was
that's
Striper
why I was
back
thinking
then.
that.
I like
Striper.
old Creed.
Creed.
Creed,
Yeah.
There's a classic right
Yeah.
there.
Creed.
Creed's good.
Arms wide
All right, now who have you
open.
seen? Who have you seen live?
Nobody.
You've never been to a concert.
Nah, I just
You
never.
never been to a
You guys have
concert?
homework.
Well, you've seen
What?
like I'm sure you've been like bluegrass stuff. And,
Oh yeah, but
like,
I've
but
never.
never
been-
a big show.
Yeah, I don't.
You've
really.
been to the fair.
Yeah, but
True.
Didn't you watch Hunter Hayes?
Man, we bored him. He's like,
He's like,
"Man,
I
I
don't
don't
even
want to
care."
a concert.
Never been to a concert. I've been to a bunch of concerts.
I'm just not big around. I just never got into that.
You know, it's funny you brought up Pink Floyd because back in the 80s, they were touring, I think it was the Delicate Sound of Thunder album. And I wanted to go see that concert so bad. Just so funny you put this on the tee because he said the next time he got me on this show, I had to tell you about my surfing addiction. And I got grounded for like 6 weeks, penitentiary style grounding. You can see from the hat, I do like to surf. So I wake up one morning and I ask my dad, Dad, will you take me to school? I don't want to ride the bus. And he flat out tells me he has to get to the car dealership early that day, that he could not take me. So I do like I did every day. I lived in Jupiter, Florida. The bus picked us up on A1A at the beach. So I grabbed my surfboard, grabbed my skateboard, put on my backpack, started riding up to the beach. As we're getting, like right as I got to the hill that goes up to the beach, I hear just this rhythmic. And I get up there and there's Bobby and a couple other guys. They're just staring at the ocean, mesmerized by these waves. We stash all of our stuff in the mangroves. We go down. We got 1 hour to surf. We got 1 hour before the bus is coming. And we just jumped in that water and we start surfing. And it's the best waves I've ever seen in my life. To this day, the best surf I've ever been in my entire life. We're catching wave after wave, and each one's better than the other. We got like 5 minutes left. And I look over at Bobby, and Bobby's like, "We got time for one more." And we caught one more each, and I everything in my mind said, ride it all the way to the shore. But I look back and I see more waves, and I just kicked up and paddled back out. And Bobby goes, yeah. We paddle out, and we're sitting there, and my bus driver, she was this old surf hippie. She sees us, and we're like, go, we're not going. And she's like, yeah. And she takes off, right? And so we're all surfing. I mean, we're just killing it. And pretty soon, people start hearing about these waves. And the beach on a school day is filling up with people wanting to watch the surfers out there surfing. And enough, I take this one wave. And it's like 10 o'clock in the morning now. I mean, maybe 9, I don't know. But I surf it all the way in. I need a break, right? And I see this couple sitting down right at the water line watching everybody surf. And as I get closer, I see it's my dad and my stepmom. And I'm like, oh, man. And my dad's like, aren't you supposed to be somewhere? And I said, aren't you? And he said, I own the dealership. Do you own the school? And I was like, no. And he said, well, have a good time. And he said, what makes you think you can just skip school? I said, Dad, look. Just look at that. Have you ever? Just be honest. Have you ever? And he goes, hey, look, enjoy it. I'll deal with you when you get home.
Oh God.
And I was like, and then he goes, and you let your buddies know I'm going to go home and make a few phone calls, right? So I get back out. I was like, Bobby, we're busted. He's like, he's calling my dad. And then Kevin's like, you got busted. And I was like, yeah, so did you. I'm not a narc. My dad is. He's going to call your dad. We're all busted, dummy. We surfed until the sun went down. Went home. And Dad said, "Where's your surfboard?" And I said, "It's in the garage." And he goes, "And your skateboard stays there too." And he grounded me for 6 weeks.
Wow.
Oh wow.
4 weeks in is the Pink Floyd concert. And I couldn't go because I was grounded.
Man.
I missed one of the greatest shows ever because I was grounded from surfing. But the cool thing was, it was for 6 weeks I was grounded. Well, the very next day, there was no waves. And it seemed like it stayed flat for like 2 weeks, like a lake. So I was like, cool.
I'm not really missing anything
I'm not-
anyway.
exactly. but like 5 weeks in, I had like 4 or 5 days left of being grounded, and it was on a Saturday. And I was like, "Dad, look, the waves are firing. Can I please get my board?" He's like, "Is your time up?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "Then no." Why? And he goes, "Let me ask you something. Looking back, if you could go back, would you have done anything differently?" I said, "No."
Oh, no.
He said, "So you didn't learn your lesson?" I said, "What's the lesson? I skipped school. I got it. How do you know what a price I paid?" My dad wrote a note for the school. He said, "Jupiter High School. My son was not sick, nor did he have a doctor's appointment. The waves were so good, he decided to skip with a couple of his buddies and surf all day. Do what you want with him. Sincerely, Robert L. Fisher."
Wow.
And I had to take that and present it to the assistant principal, who, thank the Lord, loves surfing.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yeah."
He's like, I get it.
He's like, I would have.
He's like, "Why didn't
I
you
get
call me?" Like, I would have skipped.
But no, football coach, he wasn't quite as cool about that. And
Yeah.
he destroyed us. So anyway, I'll finish. But I said, "Dad, come on, man, 5.5 weeks." I said, "Even prisoners get parole for good behavior." And he's like, "So really, you're going to stick to your guns?" And I said, "Dad, you always said if you're going to do the crime, be ready to do the time." I did the time. And if you say no, you say no. And what's it going to hurt for me to ask? I'm already grounded. He's like, "I could add to it." And I was like, "Yeah, that wouldn't be cool at all, would it?" And he's like, "Just go." And I was like, "All right, thank you."
Wow.
But yeah, he caught me. He caught me good.
Did he
Anybody else
call you?
get ca-
He call you Scott? Scotty? What did he call
He
you?
called me Scott.
Scott.
Only my papo called me Scotty.
Yeah.
He was the only person to ever call me Scotty. Ever.
Mm.
Yep.
Well, and Uncle Stevie.
Well, yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah, my Uncle Stevie. "Hey, Scotty." Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. I've never known anyone else to ever call you that regularly.
Mm.
My uncle Stevie had cerebral palsy, and he was, I guess, what you all call autistic today. But, I guess kind of like Rain Man, but he had cerebral palsy as well. So he was institutionalized at a young age. Like, y'all know who Geraldo Rivera is?
The name sounds familiar.
Geraldo. He was a reporter back in the day.
Yeah.
Anyway, he became famous because mental illness in the 80s. He did a huge expose on how people with mental illnesses were abused in these homes. And he went to a place called Letchworth in New York, and they just showed atrocities that were going on in this place.
Wow.
Well, my Uncle Stevie was there for 25 years of his life. And Geraldo was like, "This is worse than prison, and these people have done nothing. Nothing. They were just ditched by their families." And in all sincerity, my grandmother put him in there. And so my dad, with all the guilt in the world, moved him down to Florida, got him into a really nice place, that assisted living community for people with his problems, and got him a life. And it was really great because I got to visit him. But, he would call me all the time, "Hey, Scotty, where's Bobby?" That was my dad. "He's mad at me," and he'd call me all the time. And the weirdest thing is I'd see it come up, Uncle Stevie, on my phone. I'd be like, "Oh, no, I don't have time for this." You know? And now I would give anything in the world to just hear him say, "Hey, Scotty," just one more time. Yeah. So two people call me Scotty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was always cool. Like growing up, like Dad was not like a lot of other parents. Like he was into surfing and skating, and I remember a lot of my friends. Of course, you're growing up in North Florida. A lot of my friends were into skating, and you guys remember, like you guys. I mean, the early 2000s was kind of like a revamp period where Tony Hawk was so prevalent in the 80s and the early 90s, and then street skating really started to take a turn. Rodney Mullins. And all those guys started making street skating cool, kick flips, 360 flips, and all the more complicated street tricks. Well, we all had boards, and I remember, Dad, you remember taking me and Max to Gainesville to get us those first Peralta boards.
Yeah.
And we got these awesome Peralta boards, and it's so funny because Dad was like, "Oh, Peralta," and I was like, "You know what that is?" And he's like,
"What,
son? This is like the inventors of skateboards, essentially." Yeah. Like where did they come from? Dogtown?
Yeah, Dogtown. They're legends of Dogtown.
It's a cool movie.
Did y'all ever ride penny boards? Y'all have the penny boards? Isn't that what they're called? The little tiny skateboards?
Oh, like the little ones that look almost like a.
They're little.
Like
they're little, but they were fun.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I had a skateboard growing up. I could ride a skateboard back then. I can't now, Lord.
Well, it's funny because I see a lot of people our age now, like, I'm starting to skate again after 15 years. And this one dude, he's like probably 35, got some gray in his beard. He tried to do a 360 flip, landed, but then lost his weight and just shifted. And then took all that weight to that arm, and I was like, "Dude, this poor dude's gonna break a hip, man."
Yeah, I used to skateboard with Nick Foster, and Dylan Vaughn. We used to skateboard, and I couldn't do any tricks, man. I mean, it was all I could do to ride the darn thing, but I could ride it. We'd go down that hill, man, at Reese Court. Go down that hill on a skateboard is the scariest thing in my life. But I used to do that on my bicycle. I'd go all the way to the top and just wouldn't use my brakes. And just go all the way down. I can't tell you how many times I wiped out in that cul-de-sac. Just come down through there and hit that bump and just, just wash out, hit that loose gravel and all that. And
I grew up on dirt bikes, man. That's all I had.
I didn't have a dirt bike till I was like a freshman almost.
I loved it.
Ian's one got me into that.
You got into all the tricks on dirt bikes or just racing through the woods?
Racing and, doing some GNCCs and had fun. I loved it. I still love it the same. Just can't do it as much because, got a family now. Can't really risk getting hurt.
Yeah.
What was the worst injury you ever sustained while riding?
I broke my femur right here.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Feel that dent right there. Right.
Oh, my goodness.
Landed on the foot peg, jumped a double at 81. I don't know what I was thinking, but I let go of the bike, and bike landed on its side, and this leg went right on the foot peg and went right through my leg and broke my femur. And I was out of work for about 4 months. I was in bed. I couldn't do nothing.
It was bad.
Yeah, it was
I just left Ian. Me and his dad was leaving the track. Who was you riding with?
Alex Saltz.
Alex Saltz. They were riding, and we were loading up. We're like, let's go. And he said, we're leaving. And he said, I'm gonna do one more lap. We're like, all right, we're going on. So me and his dad left. We didn't even make it out of the parking lot. I mean, we were turning out, and then I don't know. I guess Alex called me or something. Come back. It was bad. It was.
It was on Dad's birthday.
Yeah.
He was mad. He's fired up.
Well, what was your greatest moment on a motorcycle, though?
I love pulling hole shots. That was probably my favorite thing, getting out front first, getting that first corner and getting around it.
You got a few hole shots.
Oh, yeah,
Is that like being on the point on the pole?
Yeah. So when the hole shots when it bottlenecks. So when you start out on the lineup,
oh yeah,
you go into the first curve.
Oh yeah,
the first one in there's that's
the first one in and out of it.
Because dirt bikes all line up on a line.
Yeah, y'all line up and it bottlenecks into I mean, it's
how many is it? How many are y'all lined up?
It varies.
Oh,
Depends on where you're racing at.
30, 24, 30.
Golly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pile up and you're bumping bars, and
Everybody's
I've
wrecking.
been ran over and landed on. I've
They line up
been pretty
deep or just wide?
wide.
Holy cow! They line up
Sometimes they
30
gotta have
bikes.
two.
You line
Holy
up 30
cow.
bikes wide.
That's
and
wild.
so whoever's the highest in the points gets the first pick of the gate.
Yeah, your gate pick depends on your second moto.
That's like pole position. Okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
So where do you want to be?
I like the middle or the outside because it's just according who's there. Because I'm like, I ain't gonna have a chance because this guy's gonna run me flat dab over.
Yeah.
It really depends on who shows up that day, where you want to be at.
I mean, you see somebody, it don't matter where you're going. That guy's getting the whole shot. It don't matter where you put him. He's going to get the whole shot. So
I had a buddy tell me one time, he's like, watch me pull the whole shot. He's like, watch me. And he did. I was like, okay.
No, it doesn't make sense to me. It's hard for me to conceive how much skill goes into that. you know, all these F1 cars, all these motorcycles, they're all tuned exact, you know, to the
Pretty close, yeah.
that the driver has that much impact on the outcome.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Feet position, your body weight,
yeah,
stance,
yeah.
your takeoff time to the gate.
How much you're on the seat?
Yeah.
How you are on the tank? You know.
See, I've always been little, so I have to sit right up on the dang gas cap. That bike's coming up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always had to start in second gear. I couldn't start in first.
Mm.
Had to launch in second because
Oh yeah.
had too much.
And that right there will be a handicap.
Yeah. Well, for some people prefer to start in second.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I'd rather because you can dump that clutch and it ain't gonna pop up in your face. You just they got this thing called a whole shot device that's on your fork shroud on the front, and you lock your front suspension in,
Yeah, you're sitting like a
and it sits down like
you're sitting
this.
like a
So
drag car.
yeah, then when you take off, and as soon as you hit a bump, it'll pop back up. But it keeps your front end down, so it'll pop up in your face.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah,
That'd be exciting.
it was
Yeah.
fun, man.
Muddy Creek, man, you got to go watch the Muddy Creek races. Them boys when pro class goes out.
Oh man,
Man,
Where's
they're-
it at?
Bluntville.
Oh, okay.
That's right behind the airport.
I've ate
Oh,
a
wow,
lot.
okay.
I've ate a lot of
Yeah.
dirt at Muddy Creek, man.
Yeah, man.
I
I've
tell
had
you,
a
the
lot
worst
of-
thing about racing at Muddy Creek was them guys get in front of you, and where that dirt's so loose, you're just like this because it's just bam, bam,
Yeah,
bam,
you get
bam, bam. You're
roosted.
just getting
You get roosted.
Yeah, you get hit with the rooster. Somebody in front of you just wearing it out, and it's just slinging mud and rock. Whatever they run over.
Yeah.
Usually it ain't
Yeah.
rock, but I mean, loose mulch, sand, clumps. It's all just beating your chest and your face.
You get bruised up bad.
Yeah, and you're having to you got your goggles on, then you got your tear offs. You got your lens covers.
Yeah.
So they get covered in mud, and you have to reach up and tear it off. Tear one off.
Oh, it's a lot. That's wild. I didn't realize that. I
Yeah.
know that. You know, I like to watch a lot of old races, so I was watching some old 2004 like Daytona 500, and they pull in back then, and they would wash the windows, but now they they have like 8 sheets,
Yeah.
and they strip them.
Yeah.
So one guy just comes by, he strips that old windshield. Now it's got a cleaner one. Then the next pit stop, the guy comes in, strips that one, it's clean.
Mm-hmm.
But I was watching some 4-wheeler racing, and he's like, I thank God for my mom and dad because they've been in my pit forever.
Yeah.
And like it was really crazy because they were standing up in grass that was about up to their knees on the side of the course, and he just whips in there, stops, dad. No, he took his what are they called?
Goggles.
Off. His mom handed him a fresh set of goggles. He
Yeah.
puts on the fresh set of goggles, all while dad's sitting there on the
Yep.
tank with the gas can.
Yeah.
He gets the gas can done, and then he just
That's
pulls right
GNCC.
out.
Yeah.
GNCC, yeah.
Yeah, you got a lot of them. They're
With what we were doing mainly, you'd have the only time it was rush like that is if you had back-to-back motos.
Oh, okay.
So like if you were racing, let's say you're racing 450C and then you're also running College Boy, if they're back-to-back motos, you get off of the track, you got to try to get fuel and get lined up because they're calling the gate.
oh wow.
They're calling the gate before, like they could be calling the gate and you're still on the track.
Oh,
So you got to try to hurry up and then you
your
lose
buddies
your,
out there doing this on the gate, going, "Hold on, he's coming."
yeah,
I've done that a bunch.
How many laps do you usually run?
About
5.
5. Okay.
Yeah, it just depends on the
So
track.
what you're saying though is like what you were saying about what I was describing was probably a longer heat, like a longer run.
Oh yeah,
That's
they
probably why
feel forever.
Yeah,
That's probably why they had to stop the
GNCC
pit.
are long.
Okay.
They
yeah,
can be
poker
long.
runs and everything.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat.
But yeah, that's what I like.
That's outstanding.
It was fun. I still like to ride one. I mean, I've sold all mine. Langston's got a little PW50, but if somebody offers me let me ride it, I'll wear it out. I can wear out a 4-wheeler or whatever.
I
I'll
can't
wear it
wait to
out.
watch Langston.
I think
man.
you do
I know
good
he's
on a
gonna.
4-wheeler. You've always done better on a 4-wheeler.
I mean, I can really sling one around. I like to do a barrel race.
Yeah, I was about to say, tell us a little bit about your most recent
Oh,
racing
yeah.
adventures.
racing my 0-turn mower down there at the fairgrounds.
Stop it.
That's
Come on.
awesome,
Yeah,
dude.
man.
That's awesome.
I ran it down there at the South Central Road Tan.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing done to my mower. It was just silly, but it was fun. We went out there, and there was 4 guys showed up, and I got 3rd out of 4 guys.
That's
so.
pretty awesome.
Well,
But I went as hard as it go. I mean,
You gave it all
I
I
gave it
had.
all I
If you
had.
ain't first, you're last anyway.
Yes, sir. I gave it all. Hey, I gave it all I had, and it just wasn't enough. I mean, there was a 40 horse fuel injected bad boy
I think-
sitting there
see,
compared
What
to
can
my.
we do to
My
make
my Tuscarvarna just didn't have enough today.
I think the scoring should have been different though, because it was based solely on time, which is typical.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
think it also should have been timed on how close did you get to the barrel and didn't touch it.
Yeah.
There should have been a point standing on that.
So do you have to? What did you have to do? You just stock.
Yeah.
These are stock. You don't do anything.
Well, one guy
Well,
showed up. He had a John
that
Deere
thing-
rider, and he shrunk his pulleys down, and he had a foot throttle,
Ah.
and he wound that thing out like.
And it was fast.
And he was pretty. He wasn't good at turning, but when he got on the straightaways, that's where he ate
You're
his set.
gone.
Yeah,
He
Did
won,
you-
didn't he?
he won. Yeah.
Did you take your deck or anything off, or
No,
just leave all
you
that
got to
on?
have a deck. That's
Okay.
one of the rules.
Gotta have a deck.
It's got to
Okay.
be. It's got to be. You know.
Hey,
you gotta
why
have
don't
a
they
deck.
set up a strip of grass and you got to race to mow it?
That'd be fun.
Like, who can cut it the fastest?
can
Who's got the
stripe it the best?
Yeah,
There
the
you
best
go.
Oh,
stripes.
they need to do that.
Straightest lines.
Yeah.
I got a mower. I got a couple. I got a bunch of mowers. A bunch of junk, but I got a mower that I was wanting to mod for that. Do like
it.
that one guy anyway, and
Do it.
put a foot throttle on it, and
That's what we need to have in Embryville. Some good old tractor
Hey,
racing.
lawnmower race.
Sponsored
Yeah.
by Embryville Church
We need
Christ.
to, what we need to do is we need to get you to bring the. We need. Do you guys? You guys got the Mini X, but do you guys have the? Do you guys have a like a?
A bobcat.
steer.
skid
yeah,
steer?
we got a skid steer.
Yeah, we need to. What we need to do is we need to talk to the Barnetts, and we just need to be like, hey, let's build a tractor racing right behind my house in their field, right behind our house. Just build us a nice little track and have us some tractor meets. Boys.
I'm in it. I'm in it.
It's a
tractor
tractor
pull.
pull.
We'll have us. Well, we'll have us some tractor race. Some
The Border View John Deere.
Hey, we could have like a youth group race. See who can carry 5 chairs the fastest across the sanctuary.
I'm going to draft Chris. I think Chris would be good at that.
Boy,
Yeah.
What, running with chairs?
No,
Oh,
no,
no.
no. I'm still racing lawnmowers.
Oh,
dude.
okay.
That's like
Chris-
the greatest thing I've ever heard of.
Oh, it's
right
fun,
now.
man. You need to. It's on May 2nd.
My
Chris
boy,
would be good.
Give
my
him a
boy
shout
Chris
out. May
Timmons,
2nd.
Timmons Lawn Service. If you need your grass cut, he's the kid. But he's not even a kid anymore. But
Yeah,
watch this boy grow
he
up.
has a
But
beard.
he has a beard.
Another Talladega Nights reference. Let's see how many we can throw in
How
here.
many we could throw it? But man, I sat back one time. When we first moved to Borderview, one of my elders, Ray Markland, and his wife Charlotte, they cut our yard. And if you ever come to Borderview, you'll understand the magnitude of what I'm saying here, because my house is on like an acre. The lot between us and there's another huge lot.
Have you been there before?
That's
Oh, okay.
that's right beside my house,
Have you?
and they
Yeah.
cut
Yeah.
all of it, and like Charlotte was in her 80s, and she's on a riding lawnmower cutting my yard, and I always left when they were out there because I don't want anybody to see me sitting at home with some 80-year-old woman cutting my yard.
Yeah.
It's like, how sorry is that preacher? Got one of the old ladies at the church, but they loved it. Well, after Ray passed and everything, Chris really took it over. And Chris he's such a hardworking young man, and he does such a great job. But the funniest thing is watching how fast he does it.
Yeah.
He gets on that thing, and I was
He's
like,
good.
"Rrrr." And I've literally sat back and go, and there's Chris Timmons on the number 5.
It's pretty amazing. Like when you see someone like that, like you guys in plumbing, when you see someone like Chris that's like just mastered his trade, especially so young,
Yeah.
because like I think that certain people, it's a gift, man. Like
Yeah.
I can't do it. Like I'm really good. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'll do P90X. I currently struggle.
Yes.
With I currently struggle
With lawn mowing.
with lawn mowing, but I'm getting better though. I'm getting better. I'm not my lawn's not like what is like the lawn magazine. It's
Better
not
Homes and Gardens.
Yeah, it's not gonna make it on the Better Homes and Gardens, but I mean it's better than it was. I mean, I remember the first time I cut grass at Embryville. It's one of the funniest stories I think it's happened so far. It cracks me up every time I think of it. But Scott Phillips came to me. He's like, hey, we have this rotation. I think it'd be good, if you joined in on the rotation, mow the church once a month or so or whatnot. And he's like, let's do it together this first time. And he said, if you just want to mow your grass at the parsonage, I'll go ahead and mow the front of the church and I'll do the hill, and then we can weed eat together or whatnot. And so I was like, all right, yeah, whatever. So he starts weed eating the church and I mow my grass, and I just had got done. And I said, well, yeah, just forgive me. I didn't really grow up mowing. We had people at the parsonage that would always mow the grass, and Scotty said, I can tell. And he looked over, he's like, you missed that whole line. And I was like, and so he's like, it's all right, I'll fix it. So he took over the mow and he fixed that line I missed, and then he went on to mow the rest of the church. But the funniest thing is, it was so funny. I was like, I'm not great at mowing. I don't have a lot of experience. He just looked straight face and said, I can tell.
Well, when you leave, man, we'll have to get you on a zero turn out here and let you try it out.
Yeah, I'll let you mow.
I really would like one. I would like one at the church. I think that'd be really cool. I might just buy one for myself and then just say everyone eventually just be like, the church can just use it too. But
Go ahead and tell him how much those things cost real quick.
they're not cheap.
He got John Deere money. Go ahead and tell him how much them zero turns cost.
Yeah.
My Kubota was probably 8 or 9 thousand.
Oh, you did good. You paid it off.
I just paid
you
off.
just paid it
yeah,
off.
Paid off.
That's like a car, dude. That's as much as my Cruise costs. Like my Chevy Cruise.
But it made me money.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I helped a lot of people out with it, and I'm very thankful for that. I could be generous with it, and I helped more people out than I went in the. I was like, it'll pay for itself. I'll mow these yards, and it backfired on me. Really, I just like to help people, and
Yeah.
I ran over a folding lawn chair in it one time.
Man.
Oh no.
Mowing?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
with his flip house he had, man, the grass was, I mean, no joke, is up past my waist.
We should have had a bush hog.
And we bush hogged it with it, and it took it like a champ.
It did good.
It
It did
hit
really good
anything
until I
in
hit
its
that
path.
chair.
Yeah, anything in its path, it ate it.
What did it do?
It got wrapped up in the deck, ground it up. We just pulled it back out.
Yeah, they
kept
still
going.
mowed and everything after that?
Oh, it didn't hurt
Nice.
it. It just made a mess.
It's only let me
Yeah.
down twice. It broke a drive belt on me last year. It broke a drive belt and a deck belt, all in like a month.
Yeah, we've put bearings in
Yeah,
that thing.
I've had to put bearings in the spindle, but it's a good mower, man.
That's normal wear and tear,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, I love it.
It's a good mower. It mows my yard.
Yeah, I mow. Yeah.
He mows the farm here.
Yeah, we're getting a new deck, a new porch. We already had this argument once. Not
Is it on
argument.
the back?
No, it's on the front.
It's a porch.
Yeah, we had that talk because of Steven. You remember that? Steve and Kathy's, and I was like, this is a nice deck. And you're like, it's a porch. It's on the front.
Porch. You can't raise no family on a deck.
You can't raise a family on a deck.
That's what I said.
So we're getting a new porch at the parsonage. And
Nice.
yeah, and Jimmy Parker's he's working on that, and we were looking at it, and he was asking about the lattice on the front, and he asked Heidi, what do you think about this lattice? And Heidi's like, I hate lattice. He's like, good, I don't like it either. I was thinking more like wood, shiplap. And Heidi's like, that's what I'm talking about. Then he walked over to the rose bush, and the rose bush, and he said, now, is it going to hurt your feelings if we take this rose bush? And Heidi said, no, please take the rose bush. He's like, all right, we just wanted to make sure there wasn't nothing sentimental. But I think back, though, you didn't mow the grass, but you always trim those hedges and Lake Butler really good.
Well, I like doing that.
Yeah.
I did. I like trimming the hedges and stuff. And it's funny enough you're talking about this because I saw Chris Timmons today. And I was like, Chris, you got some of them gas-powered trim hedgers? He's like, well, yeah. I said, you need to bring them because I'm ready to Ginsu the whole front yard, just really get it looking good. And the elders are all about, let's revamp that whole front end of the house. Because like when we moved in, it's hard to believe, but what's today, the 20th?
Mm-hmm.
The first week of May, I'm here 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
This is my anniversary coming up in just a couple weeks. And I've lived at 175 Keenberg Road longer than I've lived anywhere in my entire life.
Wow.
I mean, I'm in it to win it. I get phone solicitations about refinancing my house, and I'm like, yeah, let's try it. I've been here long enough to claim it's mine. But they want to start doing renovations and updates to the house because I raised 4 terrible children in that house. It needs work.
Yeah.
Well, you moved out, so
Yeah, I was gonna say I lived with you for like 30 days.
30 days.
before I got my own place. When
30
we moved
days
here.
and he's gone. But they want to do all this work to it. But in our front yard, we had these 2 little trees. You know, when we moved in, they were that big around. You know, and now they're these big mammoth trees.
They've really grown a lot.
And they had, when we moved in, these little these little beds around them. And now it looks like, you ever seen somebody who wears a wedding ring, but they never take it off and they got really fat and now they can't take it off?
Yeah.
You know, that's what these trees look like. You know, it's got these little rings around the bottom. I was like,
They're
time.
well, an even better kind of visual there is, you ever seen like those things where like in World War II, someone posted a bicycle up against a tree and it grew into the tree.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's one up here on this tree right here. There's a hubcap grown into the tree.
Yeah.
That's what's happening there.
Yeah.
I noticed like the ring. Last
The
time I was
ring
there,
is-
the ring is growing into
into
the tree.
Yeah, I got to get that thing out of there.
Yeah, that's really interesting. But what kind of, I was going to tell a funny story about that, but what kind of hedges were those? You're no more of a horticulturist than I am.
I don't know.
They were like the big
box
square
hedge.
hedges, kind of like a
box hedge.
box hedge. Yeah. So Dad, how many years did you maintain? Probably 6, 7. 6, 7.
6, 7.
I gotta let 6, 7 go. It's like now
the
it's
whole
like
time
an
I was
OCD
there.
thing.
I mean,
Well, no, you did them for probably like 7, maybe 8 years. But
your memory's better than mine.
at like year maybe
He
8,
is younger than you, you know.
At year 8, you were fed up with him, and you don't remember we pulled him.
Yeah, I do
So
remember.
we backed my 2-wheel drive 4Runner up. We connect these things to chains, and he's like, "All right, hit it, Matt." And I just start flying, trying to rip these box hedges out of the front yard of the parsonage. And it was a fun day.
That was a great day. Great day.
Only a Floridian would try to rip something out of the ground with a 2-wheel drive and not a 4-wheel
So it
drive.
didn't work.
No, it did.
Oh, it did.
it did?
It did. There was actually, it was funny that to me, like,
Tore
just,
up the yard.
Yeah,
a
tore
little
up the
bit, but
yard. Like, it was like a mess. It was a mess. Like, there
It
was
was
probably
fun.
so many better ways to do it.
Yeah.
But to us, like, let's just wrap a train around, put it to the ball, hitch the 4Runner, and gas it and see what
Well,
happens.
you can pull something out the 2-wheel drive. I found that out.
Yeah, you
Well, I
can.
mean, it was funny.
Covered it in mud, too.
What was it?
We was moving a truck here on the farm, and it was just kind of back in the. It was just back in there in that bush and brush that grew around it, and it had flat tires on it. And I was like, let's just see if my Dodge. I had this mowing truck. Let's see if he'll pull it out, and I get going. It's. I just started doing this. I was
Yanking it. And it was like,
I finally got it out.
I got the 2 of them making sound effects right here in my ear. I was like,
Yeah.
It was like, it reminds me when you were a little kid.
Literally, I was hammered down, boys.
well, you was hitting that ditch. You was hitting
Hit
that little
that
ditch
ditch and
right
I got-
water line. I run that water line through there. You was just hitting that ditch. I was like, go.
The one thing in life that you will realize is if there's a will, there's a way.
Yes, sir.
If
Oh,
you have a will,
you
there's
put
a
us
way.
together, we'll figure it out,
Yeah.
won't we?
Oh yeah, I'll figure it out, man.
Might take a little science.
I have a
little
bad
engineering.
habit of just not really thinking all the scenarios through, though. And
It's like, how could this
it's
go
like,
bad?
It's like, how could it, and then you find out just how bad it
You
can
can
get.
actually get.
oh, what's going to happen?
I one time had a Toyota Tercel, an old one back down in Jupiter, and my buddy got his truck stuck in a vacant lot. There's everything's always under construction. He got his truck stuck in like powdered sugar sand, and he just kept trying and buried it deeper.
Made it worse.
And so I was like, we got this. And I took the ratchet strap, put it around my bumper, hooked it up to him. And, we got all the slack out, and I just started going. I'm driving Toyota Tercel, and he's got this truck, but he's, trying to push, he's hitting the gas and figured a little boost here, and I'm on solid ground. And it started to move a little bit, and he's like, all right, back up. Get a little bit of a start. And I went and started getting a little bit of a start, a little bit of it, but there was a jerk when it would catch and everything. And he's like, it almost did it. Just one more time, but you really got to hit it. So I backed up a little more and went and hit it, and boom, the bumper went flying right over the front of my car. I was like, oh, I got to explain this to Bob when I get home.
See, I was trying to,
You see what happened was.
That's what happened was. It's too funny.
Yeah.
So you just got home from Myrtle Beach. How was that?
It was awesome. It was awesome. It was the best time I've ever gone to the beach and not gone to the
How
beach.
is it now? I've heard bad stuff about Myrtle Beach
Oh,
now.
Myrtle Beach is disgusting. It's Jackson. It's Daytona Beach North. You know.
Oh, it's disgusting, but I had a great time.
No, well,
Well, he
okay.
was-
Let me explain. One time I was telling you about Christy Van. She goes to our church and she's a financial guru.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, I am seriously $800 away from being debt free, except for my car. And you know, hopefully in a year and a half, I'm gonna have that paid off.
Yeah.
Way early. She has taught me so many techniques on how to make my money work for me, even with high interest credit cards. You know, she said, this is how you do it. And I did what she said to do. And now I went from, I don't want to tell you where my credit score started, but you know, now I'm up in the 800s and I'm
Sweet.
very happy about it.
Cool.
And I'm almost debt free. Well, anyway, to make a short story longer, she was doing a conference in Myrtle Beach. Well, Conway, right outside Myrtle. And it was all about faith and finance. And so she brought her cousin, who is the lead pastor at Ecclesia in Conway. And listen, no matter where you are in the world, if you ever find yourself going to Myrtle Beach, you need to check out Ecclesia on Sunday or Thursday night. A phenomenal group of Christians.
Wow.
I mean, just amazing. And so she had Matt preach and me preach, and then she brought
Matt.
Matt Wilson. Matt Wilson's the lead pastor. His older brother, Brandon, is the associate pastor, and their wives are all involved, and it's their families, their praise team, they're all family, but just this unbelievably wonderful group. And they hosted Christy Van's conference there. I mean, we were there. We were
Wow.
like 5 miles from the beach. And seriously, I stuck my feet in the sand one time at night just to say I actually went to the ocean. Everything was so wonderful. I got to preach to a bunch of people, but this is the highlight of it. So one of the things that marriage is vitally important to me. If you look at the Bible in Ephesians chapter 5, you know, where Paul talks about, wives, submit to your husbands.
Yeah.
I love that because every time I preach it, even the people that are sleeping are like, honey, wake up. He's talking to you. You know, I love it. And then husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church. And he goes into this whole dissertation of, you know, washing her with the water of the word. This image of your wife is everything. Your wife is pure. Your wife is holy. She's radiant. You elevate her and everything. And then he says, I'm giving you a great mystery. I'm revealing a great mystery. You think I'm talking about your husband and wife, but really I'm talking about Christ and the church.
Yeah.
You know, so marriage is vitally important to me. So one thing that I do is marriage coaching. I don't call it counseling because I'm not a counselor.
Yeah.
I'm not going to dive in deep to why Freud says you feel this way. And if you're wrong, I will tell you straight up, you're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But what I do offer them are ways to communicate, ways to, you know, rekindle, ways to clear the airway, paths to forgiveness. So I'm kind of the marriage coach. If you look it up on YouTube or Facebook,
I've
and
seen that.
TikTok, and I was promoting it, so I get people to call it and check it out. I don't charge people for this.
Mm-hmm.
Not for pre-marriage counseling, none of it. I don't charge a bit. I consider it an extension of my ministry. Now, if you want to bless me and cash at me some money or something for what I do, I'm not charging you. But if you want to, you can send it and we'll put it in me and my wife's vacation fund. But this is just an extension of my ministry. Well, this couple were referred to me from Indiana. And for the past few months, I've been working with them. And they've had marital issues.
Mm-hmm.
But you could tell they still love each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I wanted to help them get past the animosity. I wanted to help them to rekindle. And so I tried to focus them on both growing closer to Christ. Well, the husband had some questions about baptism and stuff and true discipleship. And so, we talked a lot about that over the past couple weeks. Well, Tuesday, I get a text from this couple saying, "Hey, Brother Scott, we can't meet with you this week. We're going to be down in Myrtle Beach for Christy Van's Fantastic Finance Seminar."
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Oh, wow. Well, that's pretty awesome. You're going to be the first couple I get to meet in person." Because, I counsel people and I've had people in Arizona. I've worked with couples in Vermont, West Virginia, Florida, and now I'm working with a couple in Indiana and a couple out of Missouri. And they showed up. And, it was big hugs. We had a great time.
That's cool.
And I got to baptize the husband right there at Ecclesia Church. And this church, man, they're on fire. I mean, they're a disciple. They disciple to disciple to disciple to
Good.
disciple. That's their model. It's making disciples
Multiply.
who disciple, who disciple, who disciple.
What we're supposed
the
to
things
do.
that we've been preaching and teaching, and it's just so good to see them doing that. So fast forward to Sunday, we I hope my wife doesn't watch this. We could have come home Saturday night, but we stayed for church. I had somebody preaching for me. And I just wanted to check out this Ecclesia Church. And guys, they did it. They did it right. I mean, they did it right. I pull into the church, and this is a church day. This isn't conference. This is the church day. I didn't know these people from Adam's House Cat. They didn't know me. As far as they know, I'm just a lone first-time visitor.
Yeah.
And so I pull in a parking lot, and there's people in vests, directing traffic in the parking lot. And they're like, "Have you been here before?" I was like, "Just for a conference." And they're like, "So you're a first-time visitor for worship?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Go up there to that one." So I pull up, and he's like, "Yeah, you get this spot right here." And I was like, it's like walking, like straight shot to the door, get the rock star parking, right? And I get out, and a guy with a cart pulls up beside me. He's like, "Well, you look young and healthy, but do you want to ride right there to the door?" And I was like, "No." And he shook my hand. He's like, "I'm such and such and such and such." And you just head on in there. We'll talk later. I start walking to the door. There's greeters in red shirts that say Ecclesia. "We're so glad you're here." Introduce me to each other. Walk me over to this table for first-time visitors. Give me a bag. Gives me they're just really pouring out, trying to find out who I am, where I came from. Told them I was the preacher over at Borderview Christian Church, and they got so excited, like, "Oh, we love it when preachers get to come," and da-da-da-da. And I hope you get spiritually fed today. And it was just, it was wonderful. Just
Good demeanor.
And then, an hour after church, they're all still hanging out in the foyer, just doing life, talking. And, it was just a wonderful, wonderful experience overall. And the fact that I got to baptize this man at that church, and here's the kicker, they baptize a lot of people. And so they are showing the video of all the people that were baptized this week. And they show Matt baptizing me, Brandon baptizing people, and they're just going. And then all of a sudden, there's me in the baptistry baptizing Scott, and I'm sure there's people in the church going, "Well, who is that?"
Who's that guy?
He's that first-time guy today.
He's wearing he's wearing an Ecclesia T-shirt. Is he on staff? But man,
He's undercover boss.
And I'm talking with their pastor Matt, and the guy's just he radiates love. He's got his beard's longer than yours, but just that's all he has is just this part of the beard.
Really?
It's like down to here. And both he and his brother's like massive man. I mean, just looks like a complete gym rat, and they're both just the kindest, gentlest, humble souls. They've got this amazing church, and they're the two most humble men. And so, Matt's asking me all about the things I'm passionate about. He's not sitting here trying to talk about Ecclesia. He's generally asking me, he goes, "I've heard so much about you," and da-da-da-da-da. And it's just so exciting to meet you. I'm like, "Meet me. Look what you're doing here." This is discipleship in action, dude.
Yeah.
Enough about me. I want to know what you're doing here. And he started talking about Israel. You know, they're heading to Israel in just a couple of days for an archaeological dig over there. And he's like, you got to come with us. I was like, I can't throw it together an Israel trip in 2 weeks. You know, that's just not feasible. And he goes, well, we're going again next year and you have to come with us. You absolutely. I mean, it's like, it's not an invitation. I mean, I literally felt like I'm drafted. Like I am
he's like,
now.
he's like, you're going.
I am contractually obligated to go. So yeah, Matt, it was spending the time with Christy. One of my elders, Ray Dawn, went down and he sang at the conference, and me and Ray Dawn got to spend a lot of time together and really just celebrate being men of God together, you know. And it was just an awesome recharge of a weekend.
You guys even got to race each other in go-karts.
Yeah, dude.
That's fun, ain't it?
Yeah, but the secularist in me came out. Man, I was putting kids in the wall. Dude. I didn't even hesitate.
You
man.
ever heard of Dale Earnhardt?
Yeah, I mean seriously.
Oh man,
Rubbin's racing.
You know, it's like you're
Nobody
on
got that.
They're electric go karts, but they're so fast. You know, and
Yeah.
you can
Like little mini
drift.
Teslas.
And oh man, this one guy, he'd stay right in front of you, and you could pass him if he just be fair about it. I just had to pit him. You know, it was like I just pretended I was in an episode of Cops and just pitted him and then T-boned him, and it was so much fun.
Heck yeah, man.
Oh, it was
move
so
him
great.
up, move him up, put that bumper to him.
That's it. That's it. Had
That's
the
awesome.
best weekend. It was great.
That's your second conference with Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
yeah,
I like
yeah.
what she does.
I do too.
She's a lot like the opposite of Dave Ramsey.
Really?
Like Dave is like
Cut your
very-
credit cards.
Yeah, and she's like
Use your credit
it
cards.
to your advantage.
Use it to your
Um,
advantage.
So they're polar opposites, but they're both faith finance, and I think that's really
Huge faith.
Yeah. And
You
it's
know-
awesome, man. It's just a cool idea. And it's cool, like the relationships that can be made, even with you and what was his name that you baptized?
Well, his name's Krikor. He's
Yeah,
he's
and-
Israeli. He was from Israel.
And like through
Funny that I baptized a guy from Israel and then get invited to go to Israel with another person
Yeah.
the same day.
it's really neat that like you know, having the opportunity to meet him through Christy Van
Yeah.
and then going to Christy Van's conference, you know, you're helping this couple through Christy and then go and help Christy with the conference and then just all the pictures coming together, man. And then having that like Ethiopian eunuch moment, almost like, you know, I know about baptism, you know, but you know, I should be baptized and nothing hindered him from being baptized.
And
That's cool.
I'll tell you something else. You know, Jesus said I was hungry and you fed me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have a friend, a Facebook brother. His name's Sam Lubega, and he's in oh my goodness, he's in Africa, Uganda. Thank you. And I can't remember the name of the city, but while I was at the conference, there was another man who is from the same city in Uganda. And I told him, I said, you know, next year I want to go over to Uganda and visit Sam because Sam is 28 years old. You remember what you were doing at 28? How old are you?
28. I'll be 28 in June.
Okay.
28.
Imagine being a waiter. That's your job. You're a waiter. And every bit of money you make goes towards supporting 50 children. He is feeding every day 50 children.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
25 of them live where he lives. There's no support from the government. You know, he's not, and so, you know, he reached out to Border View for help, and I talked to him either by text, you know, by message, pray with him, talk to him over Facebook Messenger. We've been really close for a while, and I have a hard time. Like, every time I buy one of these and I think about all the money I spend in Mountain Dew and, you know, quick fast food, I'm thinking that would feed 12 kids today. You know, $300 from me would feed 50 kids for a couple of days. And, you know, being at this conference, I met a man who's going to help me to actually be able to get over there and meet Sam face to face, and help him with his theology, and hopefully be able to partner with him in feeding the children. And it really bothered me because I was talking to this other preacher at another church. I'm trying to raise support for him. And he's like, well, what is he teaching them? And I was like, that Jesus loves them. There's a language barrier here. I don't know his theology.
Yeah.
I know this. Jesus said, feed my hungry children. And that's what he's doing. He is loving them through Christ. And I'm all about doctrine. Don't get me wrong. I'm very mindful of what I teach. And if I have an opportunity to go over there, I teach him what I know. But I do know this. He's feeding far more hungry children than I am.
Yeah.
And, I've been blessed to be able to help them. And our church has been blessed to be able to help them. And that means more to me than having disposable income to go do this or go do that.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Did I tell you about my birthday?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so my birthday. And if I'm talking too much, you just tell me to shut up.
No, you're good,
fine.
man.
But my birthday weekend, Borderview spoils me. They literally spoil me. I had $40 in my wallet, and when I went to church on Sunday morning, and I didn't, I was like, oh, I didn't go to the ATM machine to get my cash. I always put cash in the offering. I'm not one of those. I don't write checks with my name. I don't even write checks. I don't have a checkbook, but I always get cash. And I was like, I went in and I was embarrassed. I was like, Shell, I didn't get cash. All I got is $40, and 20 of it goes to my Sunday school class. And and I got paid, I should have thought of this. And well, I go in my office, and this is the Sunday right after my birthday, and there's a card on my desk. And I opened the card. This is right before Sunday school.
Yeah.
And it said, "We love you, preacher. Happy birthday from such and such." And there's a $100 bill in there. I was like, we got offering, right?
Put it right back in the pool.
So I put my 20 in for Sunday school, and then I had the 120 put in the offering. Boom, we're done, right? Well, I sit down beside Michelle, and I told her I just put that 100 in the offering. I said, dude, it was on my desk. And she goes, yeah, but it's Nathan's birthday. Did you get him anything? And I was like, oh. I was like, well, I'll go to the ATM after church. I'll go to the ATM. Well, after the morning service, I go back to put my notebook in my office, and there's an envelope on my desk. And I pick it up, open it up. Happy birthday, preacher. There's another $100 bill. So I reached down beside my desk where I got these boxes and boxes of cards, and I found a pretty cool birthday card, wrote it out to Nathan, put that 100 in there, brought it out, boom, gave it to Nathan, right? So then I was telling them about something that Sam was trying to feed these kids and da-da-da-da, and one of our church members just hands over $1,000 and says, send this to Sam.
Wow.
Because we have a missions budget.
Yeah.
But it's already set for the year. Mm-hmm. And so everything we're doing for Sam and these kids,
it's additional.
It's additional. And so, people just give. Well, this person gave $1,000 and said, get this to Sam immediately. Well, somebody else heard 1,000, like, well, I got 100 throw in. Well, I got 100 throw in. I got 100. And I told Scott Reynolds, I said, put me down for 100 and I'll get the money. He goes, no, I have to have the cash in hand when I'm sending it like that. There's no IOUs. You can get it on the next one. I was like, all right, whatever, At least I get to tell Sam, you got, 1,300 or 1,400 coming to you, until I walked into my office. There's another card on my desk. I open it up. Happy birthday, preacher. There's another $100 bill in there. So I take that and put it in. I said, now we got 1,500 to send to Sam, right? And I was like, God is so good.
That's cool.
He gave me that $100 3 times. I go into church, and I was just thinking about how awesome it was that God gave me. They gave me $300. They gave me $100 3 times.
Yeah,
and I still walked out with no money. Right. So I preach, and I go to put my notebook back in the thing, and there's another card on my desk. And I said, there ain't no way. There ain't no way.
I'd flip.
Open it up, and there's a $100 bill. Preacher, we love you so much, and a $50 gift card for Amazon. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna find somewhere to give this $100. I'm gonna keep doing this until but I could not give that $100 away.
It just kept coming.
Every time I tried to, it just came right back to me.
Did you use it in
every
a
time.
sermon yet?
No, I haven't yet.
You will.
Your birthday was just a couple of
Yeah,
weeks.
my birthday was just a few
Oh,
weeks
it's just
ago.
happened. It's just happened.
I don't preach give to get. I
Yeah.
don't. But you know, the truth is, the more it's just amazing.
I've seen
The
similar
more
things happen.
generous that I've become, and the more freely that I've been sowing out there, I never run out, never. And what a and now I am so close to being debt free
Yeah.
without a bailout. You know, without Dad doing it. You know, he gone. He in heaven now or somewhere. My dad was a heathen. He came to Christ and he was baptized in the name of Jesus. And I pray for you, Bob. But what a wonderful, wonderful, and it's been a great, great blessing. This weekend was a huge blessing.
It's awesome. I'm glad you had a
I'm
good
glad you
time.
asked about it.
Yeah.
God works in crazy ways with that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
God has riches in heaven that we don't comprehend. I mean, $100 bill is nothing to God.
No,
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's nothing. We're talking about someone that spoke creation into existence.
Amen.
He's not worried about $100 bill.
no, he's not.
You know.
No.
But boy, we are.
Yeah.
It does though. It is like it's like Graham always says, you can't outgive the giver, and
That's true.
it will return if you're giving. I think, you know, a lot of the time, sometimes it won't. You know, sometimes you sacrificially give and it won't come back. I stay with that. You know, like, but sometimes it will.
Well, you was talking about the seed.
Yeah.
We don't know where that's going.
Yeah.
That's right.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
know, you have no idea.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, we're about at our time. I do thank you again for coming on. It's fun. Always.
Oh yeah, always.
Always fun to talk. Sorry, I made those songs a little too hard for you, but you got 2. You did
Ah,
really good.
I'm not
You got like
ashamed.
2.5. You did good. As
I'm
soon
not
as the vocals kicked in, I knew you knew it was Pink Floyd. I shouldn't have made them so
We're gonna
hard.
have to test Ian on one.
Yeah.
What
My-
you gonna test me with?
I don't know. I'll come up with something.
Oh,
I can't tell you ahead, and then you'll study.
Well, I didn't know if you knew a special singer or certain music or what.
I don't know. I'll come up with one.
All right.
Well,
I'm
thank
ready.
you guys for letting me come back.
Yeah.
Of course.
I enjoy
Third
this
time's the charm.
immensely.
You know that one word hasn't been mentioned.
Uh-oh.
Did he just? Oh, you said you enjoyed it immensely. Okay. Yeah, you're right. We've been doing pretty good, boys.
That word has not been
See
mentioned.
there, we have the new award up there.
What's the award called, Matt?
Come on, Matt.
It's the Absolutely Award.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
Yeah, I had a problem with that. That was my new So Dad, when I first started preaching, he was on me all the time. Like, quit saying quit, because every time I got into Matt Chandler, you know, I love Matt Chandler. I love watching him preach, but when he preaches, you know, he's like, oh, this is a great Mountain Dew, diet. But, you know, he would just continue every couple phrases. Chandler says the word So I think naturally, you know, I've seen in your preaching that you can be influenced in your preaching till you finally find your preaching voice. And Dad, it drove Dad crazy that every couple words I'd say so I replaced in the podcast with absolutely. So after everyone would say something, I'd say absolutely. So they got the Absolutely Award made for me. So
That's outstanding.
That's funny. Yeah.
love
Really
it.
at the beginning I was the
Outstanding.
worst, but we all were saying it, but I said it way more than everybody. But
Yeah.
it just kind of became my thing. And so anyway. All right. Well, Dad, you pray for us?
I sure will. God, we do love you so much, Lord, and I just thank you for these men. And Lord, I want your blessings to be poured upon them, Heavenly Father, that the things that they do will bear much fruit. God, I pray for everybody who's listening, Lord, that they can be blessed, that they can see that we are all just down-to-earth human beings that want to relate to them and let them relate to us as we grow closer to you. So, Heavenly Father, let your light shine upon us. Let it shine through us. May people catch a glimpse of your Son's glory through our love for them. And may everything we do give you praise, honor, and glory. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Amen.